Hello there. Where are you from?
I'm from Estonia.
From Estonia,
Yes.
really. Your support is very important for us, and you know that we are like brothers, because of Russia is not only our enemy; it is enemy of Baltic states and
It's enemy
the
of the
whole
democratic world.
Of democratic world, yes.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
What brings you here?
I am a member of European Parliament
Really?
and here to support Ukraine on its war effort, and we're trying to convince our other European countries' population that we need to win this war. Russia must lose. Putin must go to the court.
Yes. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello,
What is your name? Where are you from?
Paul, and I come from Liverpool.
From Liverpool, from England. I visited Liverpool maybe 30 years ago. What brings you here? So, because of this time are quite dangerous. So, what brings you here?
Just tourism, because we wanted to even though it's dangerous, we can still come and support the economy, really.
How did you spend last night? I mean, shelling, air attack.
I was on a train last night.
Really?
I was on the overnight train, so it was okay for me.
So you know, obviously you know about events of last
Yes.
morning.
Yeah.
So it is terrible because of Ukraine has not front line. So front line is everywhere.
It's true.
Even in Kyiv. So please follow recommendations of our authorities.
It goes on my phone, on my watch. Yes.
Yeah. It's how many people in Great Britain don't consider this war as a threat for Great Britain? Are there many people indifferent to this war?
I think my feeling is most people are supportive of the war. Well, we don't want a war, but are supportive of Ukraine, definitely. I think, what Russia's doing is completely abhorrent, and everyone definitely supports the people of Ukraine.
What about people of your circle? What other people feel about this war?
I just think it's terrible. Just think a lot of people, as with any war, just the displacement of people, the destruction of people's lives, obviously the death of the soldiers. In my community, we know people who've obviously given up their homes to Ukrainians, welcomed them in, which is,
Your support is very important for us because of Russia is a monster. It is a huge, very aggressive monster, and we could not cope with this war without international
I also
help.
think for the majority of the people in Russia, they don't understand why there's a war either. It's just
they cannot explain what for this war.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
The reasons,
it is absolutely.
The reasons that Putin gives, it just make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it is. Many people, sane people in the world, cannot realize power of propaganda, because of it makes people just
If that's what you're
just
told,
banana.
if that's what you're told all the time, it's what you believe, though, sadly.
Yeah.
And because the press and I suppose, yes, the press and everything just and the mainstream media, but hopefully with things like Telegram and people can get their own sources of information. Hopefully, the people of Russia understand a little bit more.
And can you tell some words for Englishmen who is indifferent to this war? Have you got something to tell them?
Appeasement and not standing up to Russia and not standing up to a bully happened in the 1930s, and that led to the Second World War. If people don't stand up for what's right and don't stand up to bullies, it's not just Ukraine that's going to have a problem, it's the whole of Europe.
Yeah. I would say it is not only Europe, it is the whole civilized world.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and thank you very much for backing us. It is very important.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Oops. Hello.
Hello there.
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
From Australia, from so far away. What's your name?
My name is Trevor.
What brings you here in such turbulent times?
Well, I would like to offer some help if I can. I have some businesses and we make some very good equipment and things that may be helpful to the people of Ukraine. I have some friends from Ukraine that I've worked with over the years, so it's kind of personal.
So
And it's my first time in
I
Kyiv.
don't. I'm not asking you what kind of equipment, so keep it secret.
Correct,
Keep it secret.
yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. And what can you tell about other residents of Australia? What they think about this war? Do they feel this war is danger for Australia, for other people?
Well, I think I don't live in Australia anymore, but I think Australian people are sympathetic to Ukraine. But for them, it's a whole world away. And like a lot of conflicts in the past, the Middle East and Israel, I think Australian people are quite isolated from it. But overall, they're sympathetic, and I think the government has been sympathetic, and the people of Australia have been also giving to Ukraine. There's a lot of equipment and things they've been giving. So, I mean, overall, it's a good support. There needs to be more from everybody. So, I mean, overall, everybody needs to give more to Ukraine. Ukraine can't afford to be lost, and the people deserve to live in a free and democratic society. Even though we have a dictator next door, doesn't mean you have to be subjected to missile attacks and an all-out war and attempted occupation.
Yeah, and you see, any support from any country is very important for us. It doesn't matter what kind of support. Maybe it is just moral support.
Of course.
Maybe it is financial support. It is maybe some training and some other kinds of support. So,
I'm just going to stand and
yeah, yeah. So it is my personal request to you. Please tell as much people as possible about this war.
I've certainly, and,
Yes,
and
please.
one of the reasons for my visit here is for that, to educate myself about what is happening here. And there's no better way than being on the ground and experiencing it and feeling the pain of people. I think the resources of Ukraine and the people are its most important resource, and it's a finite resource. Unfortunately, you know, there's just don't have enough people to be able to keep sending them to
fight monster.
Yeah, that's right. And
monster.
you know, Putin doesn't care. He doesn't care about his people. Never
Absolutely,
has.
absolutely.
Russia never has cared about its people. I mean, for centuries they've never cared about their people. They're just fodder for the oligarchs and the rich to a tool, if you like. So, I mean, you know, Ukraine's a very different place, and that's one of the great things about being here is to understand it and feel it. And feel the people. You can see the pain on people's faces, and it's not fair.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Have a lovely day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Today is Australia Day because of I spoke already with a resident of Australia, and this man is from Australia also. What's your name?
My name is Rob Harris.
Rob Harris. Thank you for coming here. And what brings you here in such turbulent times?
Well, I'm a journalist for the Sydney Morning Herald, one of the biggest newspapers in Australia.
Really?
Based in Europe, in London, and I've come to cover the stories that a lot of Australians are giving aid to charities, and we've come to do stories on what that money is going towards and how it's helping the lives of Ukrainians.
You know, I understand and you understand that support of the whole world is very important for us. But there are also, unfortunately, a lot of people who are indifferent to this war. They think it is not my call. It is not my call. It is some distant war.
Yep.
It is
Yep.
someone's else war. What would you like to, if you want, what would you like to tell these people who are indifferent?
Well, I mean, I think this is the future of not only the future of Europe, but of the free world. I mean, this is a battle about democracy and about freedom, and that's why it's important to, I think, everyone in Australia, for sure. It's about the values that we stand for, and it's why we must do everything we can to help Ukraine win.
Yeah, so it is great. So Australia is thousands and thousands kilometers away from here.
Yeah.
But people from Hungary, for example, they just don't understand this.
Yeah.
That Russia is a threat for the whole world, not only for Ukraine. And thank you for this. Thank you for coming here,
No
for
worries.
support.
Well, thank you for the kind welcome. Thank you. Cheers.